Yo guys, welcome back to this channel. So yesterday we went and visit one of our friends. They live about an hour away from this city. Talk about the difference in lifestyle, yeah? So they'll picture this. Here I am living in the middle of the city, raising children, raising a family in the heart of the city. And this couple lives, and I live in a unit as my principal place of residence. This couple, on the other hand, they're up to the stage of their life where they're downgrading. So they went from a 4-bedroom, they're now living in a 2-bedroom because their kids is already gone away from their home, let's say. So it talk about like the one end perspective to the other from my point of view. Yeah, when here we are, I'm in that age of the go-getter, like, you know, hustling and bustling, and they're just winding it down. But we sort of have a common ground in the fact of, you know, family and where we're coming from and whatnot. And the lifestyle of it's a lot. I look at it as like, I kind of wish I have their lifestyle. And when I ask them, do you want my lifestyle living in the city? And they say, no, don't want to. Big city mentality is very fast-paced environment. You know, everyone just keep on pushing at each other, hustle. And everyone seems to be stressed out. Like, that's so true. And the other thing would be like, as well, electricity bill. We talk about electricity bill because how much do you pay for your electricity bill? We paid roughly about, let's say, $400 per quarter, somewhere around there. So that goes, well, my electricity bill is the other way around. Like the electric company, the electrical company, they're actually paying them money. And I'm like, how does that work? Again, mind shift. Things that I don't understand, because here I am, you don't know that you could actually get a rebate and you could actually earn money by installing a solar panel on your roof. So for those of you guys who actually own their own property, like if you live in your own standard home house, they live in a 2-bedroom house with a garage, single stories, and what he did was he installed a solar panel. Apparently it cost them roughly about $4,000 or so just to install the solar panel. And I thought, here I thought in my head, is like, oh, so installing a solar panel is so expensive. And he goes, for about 16 years of my life, I had never paid electricity. I've been off the grid when it comes to electricity. Like, oh, that's kind of interesting. In fact, it's the other way around. I used to be, in fact, I think each quarter, the electrical company giving them roughly about $200 a quarter, whereas I'm paying about $300 per quarter. So, and I was like, I was a bit stunned about that. Like, I'm paying $300 a quarter and I'm living in a unit. That's because everything, like the main common area, we have to pay for it, and obviously our usage on my unit, on my block alone, I have to pay for that. For them, on the other hand, they install, and the house is not that big. I think as a whole, they've got less than 20 panels on their rooftop. It's 16, I think it is. At 16 panel installed in their rooftop, it equates to $200 a quarter, and that 16 panel, it only cost them $4,000 purchased and installed of 16 panels. So you install a solar panel that's costing $4,000, you get a rebate from the government, you're off the not the government, from the electrical company, and let's say you're getting $1,000 or so per year back. So that would mean if you are a PPR, this is probably that, and you own your own home and you live in a house, I would high possibility will be doing that. Install as much panel as I can. At 16 panel, it provides you to $1,000 rebate, $1,000 refund, let's say a year. At $4,000 investment with $1,000 income per year. Why would you not install a lot of like a solar panel on your rooftop? That doesn't make sense to me. So like in my head, it's like, wow, there's a way for people to save money, and that $1,000 probably can go towards your mortgage if you have a mortgage. And that's only on 16 panels on a 2-bedroom small house. You imagine if the big houses, if they have like bigger than that, lots, and like if you have 3, 4 bedroom plus a garage. And he only installed it on his in his house alone. And I asked him, is there room on your on the garage? He goes, technically, yeah, there is. And you can have as much as you can, depending on the space that you have on your rooftop. So I don't like, if I were to have a standalone home, I would definitely considering putting a solar panel on that. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Why would you not? $4,000 investment, you get a rebate of $1,000 a year. So within 4 years, you get your money back, and then the rest of them, for the lifespan of you owning that property, it would pretty much, you don't have to pay. And they're off the grid. They don't pay a single electricity at all. So I was quite amazed. So like I'm driving around at the moment, and I can see a lot of, I guess, houses out there that doesn't have a solar panel. That amazed me. The problem what I have with living in a unit, because it's a committee based, it's not as simple when it's a standalone home. A committee base is pretty much, everyone have to agree. I have to convince a whole entire committee that it is a good idea to install a solar panel in our building rooftop. But that will take time. They'll be thinking about budgeting and all that jazz, and all comes down to each individual if they wanted to do it. And the headache of that alone, what I don't like about living in a unit is that you want to do something that is good. 1, good for the environment. 2, good for your back pocket. But I gotta propose that plan to a bunch of people, and some people's thought process is probably they don't want to do it. And if majority wins, depending on the outcome of that, then it might get pushed back, because some people probably against it or so. However, if you're living in a house it's a whole different story. Like, all right, I want to install a rooftop, and you just install it. Have the budget, get somebody to install it, and you just do it. So, principal place of residence, the difference between a unit and a house. That was like a wow factor for me. The other good thing where they were living, they live in a quiet area. They live, because it's about an hour something drive from CBD. They don't seems to, that doesn't bother them like at all. Like, I guess your typical suburbia. Not far from the station. It's about 15 minutes from the station. I don't know where they go shopping also. But yeah, the main thing was like, wow, install a solar panel, you get a rebate. If you know for sure you're gonna raising your children in that particular property, and you're not gonna rent them out, then you're definitely gonna be off the grid. One, and number two is you're gonna get a rebate from it. Your solar panel will be paid off within about 4 to 5 years, depending on how many you actually install. So, install a power panel. So yeah. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.